But there is a big, and Gautam was talking about PSUs, right? There's a big PSU IPO which is opening from the coal space. Coal India subsidiary coming to the market. Najal, take it away.
All right, well, let's get straight. Bharat Coking Coal's 1,070 crore rupee IPO. Well, it opens up a subscription today. The company is a wholly owned subsidiary of Coal India and is also India's largest coking coal producer. To help us out with details with regard to how the company progresses from here on, we're joined by Mr. Manoj Kumar Agarwal, the CMD of BCCL, and also we're joined by Mr. Mukesh Agarwal, the Director of Finance at Coal India. Good morning, gentlemen, Mr. Agarwal, and welcome to the stock market. Well, we're looking forward to another entity. I recall years ago when Coal India listed, there was a lot of excitement out there and the big pop that you saw on the listing day itself. The street will be hoping that BCCL does the same. That said, let's understand a couple of aspects of business. Mr. Agarwal, coming across to you, Mr. Manoj, you plan to increase production to around 50 million tons, right, by 2030. As of now, you're ballpark around 40 million tons. Could you tell us this incremental volume, what is it dependent on? New mines starting or the ramp up of the existing mines?
Good morning. Actually, you have to understand BCCL, Bharat Coking Coal Limited. Presently, we are doing 40.5 million tonne and 29-30 we will go up to the 56 million tonne. And as you asked, our main focus will be by increasing the underground production by applying new technologies like high-wall mining, continuous miner, and likewise, we are also monetizing our old stopped underground mining. We have awarded 5 old stopped underground mining, and one of them has already started production. And second thing, our 80% production comes from the open cast mines. We are operating in BCCL total 34 mines, 25 open cast mines, 4 mixed mines, and 4 underground mines. And in open cast mines, you have to understand our geological condition of the BCCL having headquarters in Dhanbad. We are having 16 seams, and due to less area to operate, as we are facing, there is some space constant. We are amalgamating our small mines into a large mine. And last year, one of the mine, NTST Lodhana, has started with 6 million tonne plus. And now onwards, it will go up to the 8.5 million tonne.
Okay.
So in this way, our production will improve up to 56 million tonne in 29-30. And one thing more, our production is directly attached. Coking coal is directly attached with the steel industry, and they want vast coal. We are having washeries, 5 washeries having 13.65 million tonne per year capacity, which will also go up to 29-30, around 27-28 million tonne.
You know, Mr. Manoj, we have this detail, sir, with regard to this, and you have mentioned that as well. So let's get a couple of other aspects that are going out. Since the focus is obviously going to be on washed coal, which in turn then can be used by the steel industry. So let's get a few parameters out. Tell us what is the EBITDA per ton difference for washed coal as well as what you're currently selling. How does it differ with the blended EBITDA per ton? How much better is it?
You know, after washing of the coal, the price rises like anything.
Okay.
And we are having 39 to 40% as content coal. And after washing, we will reach up to the 18 to 19% as content coking coal. And with imported coal by steel industry having 8 to 9% as content, they blend their coal with our domestic and imported coal and desired rate 12 to 13% as content coking coal. With this coking coal, they produce steel, and around 17 to 1800 rupees per ton. It will increase after the washing. That is, rate will be from the 10,500 to 14,000 rupees per tonne.
And all this incremental realization, most of it will flow to the EBITDA per ton, sir? this 3,500 rupees per ton, most of the realization gain?
In a simple word, delta becomes 3 delta in
Yeah.
the terms of the EBITDA, and it goes to the entirely to the P&L.
So just Mr. Mukesh Agarwal, since you're going to give us some numbers out there, in simple terms, the blended EBITDA per ton for the company is how much, or BCCL? And
It becomes
yeah.
normally it is 400 to 500 rupees. When it will be washed, it will go to 1700 rupees per ton.
Okay, EBITDA per ton, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Mr. Gentleman, good morning. This is Reema here. Mr. Agarwal, Mukesh, if you could just talk about the dividend policy, because that is something that, the street gets very excited when they hear about a PSU. So from BCCL, what is the mandated dividend policy?
Madam, in the Coal India, all the companies are following the DIPAM guideline for the dividend. Though those are unlisted companies, but they are following the policy of the DIPAM. That is 30% of the PAT or 4% of the net worth, which is the minimum. That all subsidiaries are following. And in the coming days, Bharat Coking Coal will also follow the same policy of the DIPAM, minimum dividend. Maximum they can go as per the availability of the cash.
Got that. So that's on the dividend policy. And one more question, Manoj, since we were talking about the increase in the EBITDA per ton with more contribution coming in from washed coal, etc. When we last spoke, you gave a top-line target of 20,000 crore by 2030, which is when your expanded capacity comes on stream. What would the absolute EBITDA look like, or the margins?
Actually, presently we are giving steel industry around 1.7 million ton clean coal. Up to the 2930, our production of clean coal will be around 9 to 10 million ton. And also we will supply 10 million ton of the raw coal to our nearby washeries of Tata, like that, in Jindal. So production of the clean coal, washed coal will be improved, and that way EBITDA will also be improved, and it will be very much beneficial for our investors. And in this continuity, I will also like to mention that our reserve is around 8 billion ton, and it will last more than 100 years. So there is every benefit for investor in every sense.
Okay, all right. Just to clear the point, sir, at that 20,000 crores of revenues, what could the margin look like? Since the EBITDA per ton is going to go up by such a vast proportion, your contribution to the steel sector's demands as well is going to go up. So how much higher can the margins go?
Actually, in the 2030, we had projected net profit of around 2,900 crore rupees.
Okay.
And if we will convert into the EBITDA, it will go around 5,000 crore rupees plus.
Oh, all right. So that you're talking about a big jump in the EBITDA number. As of last count, you're doing close to around 1,200 to 1,500 crore rupees of PAT. But now you're saying that by 2030, what will the number be, sir, on PAT? Net
2,900 crore rupees around.
2,900 crore rupees. Got that. All right. The one fear when you have a PSU, and I've seen various issues with Coal India for the last 15 years as well. What is the trajectory on the employee cost and the number of employees from here on? As we know, employee cost as a percentage of the total expenditure is around 50 to 55%. And the last count I have, total number of employees you have is around 31,400. Employee cost is around 650 crores. But both those numbers have been gradually coming down. So how do you see both these two move?
In terms of BCCL, what is the projected employee is around 22,000 employee will be there by 2030. And with the natural attrition of the employees cost will go down. But simultaneously, wage revision is also due from June 26. So it will be almost decreased by 10% because of the wage revision. The corresponding reduction will not come. But 10% we are expecting the employees' cost will come down in the near future.
Okay, and what is the proportion, sir, of this employee wage revision? Because various times you've seen that the employees go on strike, the demands are not met. You've given us a timeline later in June, but normally what is the quantum?
Normally the wage hike will be around 15 to 20%.
15 to 20%. Okay, all right, got that. So 22,000 employees, the employee cost comes down. But then there's another element, right? The contractual coal. That's the contractual cost that you have as well in your books. So how much contractual coal was mined last year? And in that mix of around 56 million tons, what will it be like?
Our production by contractual means will be around 75 to 80%. By MDO means or hiring of the coal and OB. So it will be around 80-85% in 29-30 of the contractual production, and we are also expanding our mines through contractually. So it will be in the limit of the 80-85% of the contractual production.
All right, Mr. Agarwal, before we let you go, just throwing this out to you all, just for some closing comments. This year, you're going to end with a degrowth. That's a well-known factor because of the flooding and various other factors. But you have a longer trajectory ahead. If you were to give a message to the investors that are looking to subscribe to this issue, what would that be? There'll be a lot of them who are watching this interview and want to know whether or not they should be subscribing. So what do you tell them?
Just you have to know, mainly our Bharat Coking Coal Limited is the strength is our coking coal and washing, and importing from the Australia, our production will increase, then our import will decrease, and it will improve our country mission of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and investing in this company will be beneficial in every sense for every our investor, as our coal reserve is more than 100 years and it is a 50 years old company. There will be no any doubt about the investing in our company.
Got it. Okay, all right, Mr. Agarwal. Appreciate you all joining in, Mr. Manoj as well as Mr. Mukesh. Wishing you all the best. Valuation-wise, it appears pretty much in line with what the street was working with. And I believe there's a lot of interest as well. So subscription could very well be oversubscribed. And maybe, in fact, there'll be some listing gains as well. Thanks a lot for educating us on the business. On listing day, we request you to join back again and educate us about the near-term as well as the medium-term outlook. All the best for this issue.
Thank you. Thank you.